Just absolutely insane, bro. Like that thing melts. I mean, probably. I don't know. I've never seen it.
That's a lot of
Is
heat.
that the first time he's brought it?
I think he brought it one other time before, but I don't even remember.
He brought the bazooka.
I wonder how heavy that thing is, and how much maintenance it requires.
Torches require maintenance?
Well, you gotta clean them pretty regularly.
All the ports, yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Look, he has a giant base on that thing too. Is it even secure?
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Kurt kept giving me false hope.
About what?
He said 10 minutes, and then 10 minutes went by, and then he said 10 minutes again. And I think that was like 20 minutes ago, so.
Kurt timing.
I talked to him for a little bit outside, and I talked him in, and
Sheesh. Yeah, that's...
Ryan, what would you make if you were in this comp?
So
You a marble guy?
I'm not a huge marble guy. I make them more just to practice my fume technique.
Yeah.
But if I was going to compete in this competition, I was thinking about making. So I'll do like a 4 or 5 stack fumicello marble, and then put that off axis a little bit, and then blow it out. So then now you have a hollow section with like these fumicellos going all over, and then I would put a fumicello inside that hollow section.
Whoa, fumicello squared.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like a little bit of the prep that King Leo had. It was like a fumicello something. That's what Indo said. Honestly, can really see it.
I really vibe with all of the solid fume prep blown out in the hollow sections.
Yeah.
I just think it looks so cool. Even the dot implosions, fumicellos, honeycombs, like all of it just looks so cool when you play with kind of where you're blowing the bubble into.
Yeah, I was always the worst at blowing out things. Like I was more like solid. I did like a lot of solid work, I guess. I was working to become better at hollow. Shit's hard though. Just keeping it all even and like.
Just one extra factor or like variable, I guess.
Yeah.
But I find it's a little easier once you get used to having that extra, it's hollow, so you got to add air every now and then or whatever. But there's ways you can shape hollow that you can't really do in solid the same way because you can't inflate the glass from the inside.
Yeah.
So in a way, I would say it's more difficult, to shape solid glass. It takes a lot more heat too.
Yeah. Yeah, actually I learned from Jmasswhat how to do solid implosions, which is a signature for sure.
Is he local?
Yeah. He was supposed to be next up.
Okay.
Is that who we're waiting on?
Yeah, well, he won't be here. He switched with the Baby Dabs in the last round.
I'm excited to see what he can do today.
Yeah, I love Smitty. He's the guy who makes like the frogs, and he made that squid looking octopus
the cuttlefish?
thing. Yeah, the cuttlefish.
That thing looks awesome. His purple one too.
Yeah. Shit's fire. So he's always done really, really good work. I think he won one competition.
He won the shot glass, right?
Yeah. I told her this is the VIP lane only. Well, you gotta be VIP, Tanner. All right, you let me hit that. And then I'll do it.
Oh. Kind of close.
One time I did that to Johnny, got really mad at me.
Just as long as you don't touch. If you touch, we're gonna have problems.
We don't want to sit when the doggy does, like, move.
Oh, I can't move very much. I don't want to hit the doggy either.
Oh, let's go. We got both the contestants in.
Nice. This is mini glass and
Baby Dabs glass.
baby dabs.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I like her shirt. It's a duck riding a tortoise.
It's
Can we
a
name
skateboard?
off the rest
It's a
of our-
rhino shirt.
Oh yeah? What you know about Rhino?
I wanted to steal his name.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It's a dope name.
No, when I was like contemplating if to give myself a name or, to take a old nickname, Rhino was one of the things I considered in the very beginning. But,
Mm-hmm.
in my research of just kind of looking up other people and seeing what names were, already taken,
You're like, damn it.
yeah.
Dang.
Bro, all these people with no VIP bracelet. Sorry, bro. Gotta get all
Oh,
on
you're
you.
good. You're good.
He's like, I guess.
Maybe we shouldn't have put these big ass chairs right in the walkway.
Well, I told them we need to block this off, like, so people can't walk through here. But they were like, nah. And I was like,
Appreciate that.
yeah, Laz is a little bitch.
I've had the worst cough for weeks, bro. I can't get rid of it.
AKA.
It's alright. I gave my
Asthma.
buddy a dab last night, and he was like nonverbal for an hour and a half.
That's the good type of dab right there, though.
I gave him a small one, and he like only took like the first inhale, and was like, "Oh no."
We used to do dab bars at West Campus like a long time ago. Like before we even started doing Bud Bar, we just started on dabs, just a dab bar. That's how like these events kind of started, as us doing dab bar at first, and just oh my god, lots of bad experiences. The worst one I think though was some dude took a dab and it hit him immediately, and he just coughed into the piece, so just blew the water out fucking every hole in it, like the banger went flying. Oh my god, bro! Like it was just.
I can only imagine.
And then we didn't do dab bar. We did Bud Bar with little small bowls, like little tiny bowls, like barely a snap. Like
It's crazy. I almost forget that we're in Texas,
Oh, yeah.
being in Austin
Yeah.
sometimes. Not sure if that's a
Oh.
good thing yet.
Give me the lighter, please.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely good. Austin is
Yeah.
definitely a different vibe than Fort Worth too, because I grew up in Fort Worth
Yeah.
all my life basically, and being here is way different.
Yeah. No, 100%. I'm liking it so far.
It's definitely more relaxed here.
Mm-hmm.
Like it feels less judgmental in some ways,
Yeah.
more judgmental in other ways. But I don't know. I feel like a majority of DFW is like suburbs, so you get a lot of mix of people. You know what I'm saying? Like different areas you go.
No, I'm liking it so far. I like the vibe here. I was coming to the competitions for a few months, or I guess maybe 3 or 4 competitions before I moved here, and it's just super welcoming here, and just good vibes.
Oh yeah. You tried any great restaurants yet? Austin's got a lot of good food compared to Dallas.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
can see that.
different
We've had a few places, but nothing too fancy.
You've been to Sour Duck over here on Manor.
I haven't.
Fire.
that one?
Should need to go there.
Okay.
New World Deli. Some of the
World
best
Deli.
sandwiches ever. Like, so fire. Home slice pizza. Like New York style pizza. Best pizza in Austin, in my opinion.
You think
No.
best?
I don't know. There's this other place called Desano, which is like Napoleon style pizza. It's like wood brick oven type shit, and that shit's so good too. Different type of pizza than home slice.
I feel that there's a lot of pizza places in Austin that claim they're the best.
I just like home slices. Like they make big, thin slices. You know what I'm saying? So it's always got like a crunchy.
I like
I
a
do fuck with
well
home
done, you know.
Yeah. And they
Nice
also
crisp.
have fire sandwiches. Like they also make sandwiches. So good. That's like the restaurant selection here is one of the best reasons I like I like Austin.
Oh right, okay. Backflip.
Cause like I don't know. You ever been to Babes in Fort Worth? I worked there before I worked here. That was pretty good.
What part of Fort Worth?
Babes?
Well, they built one in North Richmond Hills, which I'm from. It's like in between Dallas and Fort Worth, again suburbs.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah. Oh,
Oh,
are they going? They started it. They did.
I guess so.
Did you get the time started?
Yeah, they did. All
I guess
right.
they're going.
And here we go.
Warming up two sides. I guess he's gonna smash those together.
It's gonna take him a total of 20 minutes.
When do you think you'll have that, the revised version?
So it looks like Smitty brought some. Baby Dabs also brought some prep.
Little
Is that
marble
the-
stand.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
marble
probably Stan.
yeah.
But do you know that it's not going
I'm liking the colors on both of their pieces.
Yeah, it looks like Smitty has been utilizing some chromium, royal jelly, some molten ore colors.
probably just the air
Shout out.
Shout out. Killing it lately. Just join the two sections together.
Wow.
Making it look easy.
Yeah, how dope.
I mean, I think that's a really good way of tackling it.
Yeah, so Steven didn't have any prep, if you didn't know. Just came in,
It'd be really,
just nothing.
tolerance of this seems to be pretty
Did a really dope,
Yeah,
dope
it's
marble.
impressive.
because you don't have to screw. I mean, like
If anyone was gonna be able to do it though.
the lip.
It would be him. I heard about, Indo was telling me about his 17-foot bong. You know anything about that?
It'll stick out a little bit, but
I don't know what to think about that. No.
Or do you know anything about it? Because like we
No, I
tried to look
don't.
it up, but like we really didn't find anything.
No, I haven't seen anything from Steven like that, but there's tons of wild shit I'm sure I haven't seen that
Yeah.
he's made.
Yeah. He said it was on some show called Shipping Wars.
Uh,
That like it's just about shipping weird things across the country because they had to ship it from Austin to Colorado.
what do you ship that on a freight truck?
I guess so, man. That's like all that you could do. The one that has the signs on the back that says like warning overload or something like that.
That's wild.
Yeah, a lot of these rounds have been ending early because the prep size. Do you think ending early affects judging at all? Because Indo has his opinions, but I want to know what you would think.
Well, I think it's good to come prepared. and to mitigate your risk.
Yeah.
But I think you should get some brownie points for the risks taken or what you added to the prep in your allotted time. But, you know, if judges aren't watching that necessarily, then bring as much as you want, I guess.
So you know how we're doing the judging for this one?
I'm not.
We're doing. They're splitting it up into thirds. So Indo gets 1/3 weighted vote. We're gonna post them on Instagram, and then based on likes, that'll get a ranking. That'll be associated with some type of points that counts as votes. And then at all of our stores, we're gonna be giving out free edibles to people who just vote in person. So all those threes combined, 1/3 being from the in-person votes, 1 from the online, and then Indo will determine the winner. Pretty interesting voting system.
That's a good way to do it.
Got to get out there and go vote.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, for the free edible, we'll get lots of votes. Lots of votes.
Definitely.
Oh, let's go. Endo's up.
Yes, sir.
How we doing, gentlemen?
What's up?
Welcome.
All right. So Smitty, we're just gonna call the glass breaker with that monster of a fucking Magnum,
Oh, yeah.
or maybe Baby Dabs is going for it. Did you see that? She was
What?
really trying. She actually like nicked it, just a little bit, just the tip.
Just the tip.
You know me. It's all about sexual Indo making the world go round.
Indo innuendos.
No, I said sexual Indo. Yep. Those are Indoisms, is what we'll call it when we're on the mic doing the monkey dance. You know?
Indo, what you think about, like, the stands that come with the marbles? Because, like, some people haven't done it. Some people have.
Yep.
Does it,
I straight up told him that if you want to make a stand, you absolutely can. You can finish it off as long as it's on the fucking punty, which is on the stick.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you pull it off of that stick during, it counts as prep. Because
Oh,
the
yeah.
rule was one rule, everything.
Yep.
Can I? Yes. Can I? Yes. Can we? Yes. Sure.
Just the time limit.
Yeah.
Take advantage.
Which,
That's
though,
fine.
after the last one, I'm like, I gave him too much time.
Yeah.
I want to know what music's jamming. Because if Smitty played it, it's fucking death metal as it gets, dude.
It's 100%
Yeah.
death metal.
And joining us is Mr. Geoffmade himself.
What's
How
up,
we doing,
guys?
buddy?
Hey, how you doing?
We can't complain.
That's good.
Actually,
Nobody
we
would
can, but
listen.
we won't go into it. Yeah.
Nobody's going to listen anyways. I have a lot to complain about today, but nobody's going to hear it.
I want an itemized email
Okay.
regarding each and every one.
Invoices
Yep.
incoming. Danny, be
Subsection
careful.
5A-B-23.
Grab that with tongs. I don't know if she knows where the tongs are.
Oh, she can't hear you.
Yeah, she can't. We're not doing inside communication this one.
It's probably better that this way.
Yeah.
You
That
know,
would be
the
kinda cool,
20-minute
though.
glass man
I do
stand
think
is
that
different.
one of these big competitions, you have to have the earpiece in. You got to be mic'd up. You don't have to speak. That's fair if you don't want to,
Sure.
but you got to hear us all ragging on you while you're doing it.
Yeah,
And I
of
think
course.
you should rotate every competitor through the cycle here. Like we'll just play musical chairs and see how much shit we can talk about each other.
Yeah.
You know, no crying in baseball or
No
anything
crying.
like that. But you know, just take their soul. Don't completely crush it.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah, it's huge.
Oh, it's gonna be a big old bitty.
Look at the size of the torch, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't
Jeff's got
bring-
one of
I-
those at home too.
Yeah, I have the same
How
torch, and I
small
was like,
and
I'm not going to bring that. It's going to melt the window.
I was feeling the window earlier to see if any heat's been transferred. But hey, it's doing fine so far, holding up.
Kurt told me
Hold
that
it
if he
up.
shatters the window, it's all good as long as we get it on fucking video. And I think Billy approved that too, because that's like forever the shack. We got to get him a jersey with a number and all that good shit if he actually manages.
Jeff. Thank you, man.
You're right. Oh no, did she have an issue with that?
Oh. Yeah, there is.
Where's the room?
Is there a way to switch? Oh.
Yeah. Nope.
Looks like she's having to work out a little crack or something that may have occurred.
Yep. Oh, and from here, I believe he's gonna rake it and then probably clean it up from there, so that both sides kind of intertwine, feel to each other.
He brought
Is
some.
what the plan looks like.
He brought some like 3mm chromium and maybe some jelly or.
Royal jelly, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what he used in the prep one.
I think he's gonna wrap those as well and
Ah, gotcha.
break through all of them.
That's where, okay, they weren't in Comos on that last one, they were just little.
Anybody got a Q-tip?
I can get you one for sure, real quick.
Thanks. We need to get them on the blue shop towels thing.
Right.
It's Kevlar gloves and all this stuff. Just loves to leave shit on your work.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of anything that's. The paper will burn off, even if it's just paper towels,
Yeah.
regular ones. But the shit that's on those black blankies and that Kevlar is going to stick and cook in and fuck you every which way till Sunday.
Yeah, I think we should like advise people just to start learning that being quick with the blue shop towel.
Yeah, yeah.
Just makes it better. It cleans it up better. It doesn't matter if you burn the towel.
No, it doesn't. And even if the towel's on fire,
Yeah,
like, you've got a bucket, chuck it in there.
And you have ventilation. You're
Yeah.
okay.
I
Let it burn.
use This
Burn.
And it doesn't burn fast.
No.
Even
The
on
blue one's
even on
definitely
something
not,
straight out
yeah.
of the kiln, it doesn't burn fast.
Do y'all know about this like carbon fiber wool?
Yeah, I want to get some of that
Sorry.
stuff.
That's what I use to wipe off all of my glass,
No, I'm
my
blowing
hot
smoke in
stuff.
your shot.
Where do you pick it up at?
Okay, sure.
I don't know
You gotta pay for a
because
filter
it was
like
given
that.
to me, but I know where I could find that. I guess.
Okay, see if
I
you
w-
can find it. I'd love to
damn.
get some. How's your shop coming along?
Yeah, man.
It's good. Need to make it more comfortable, but that'll,
That's
happen over
always a
time.
thing. That's always a thing. Yeah, it takes time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to like go through different editions.
Mm-hmm.
You got any notes? We're just starting to build this place out. This is like probably like the, I don't know, third or fourth one we've built out now, I guess.
Mhm.
But yeah, you have any notes? Any way to improve it?
No suggestions yet.
Mini splits.
Mini splits,
Mini splits.
lots of mini splits.
True.
Like, you need. We're in Texas. It's 90
Yeah.
degrees outside in February.
Yeah.
We need air conditioning.
Oh yeah. that's. I didn't think about that actually. Once it gets to the summer, man.
It's going to be brutal.
Yeah.
It'll be a hot box. Everybody's going to smell bad. Oh, I was going to say another recommendation: an outdoor shower.
Oh really?
Yes, that makes
Oh,
every
shit.
glass blower a much happier glass blower.
Because they
Yeah.
don't have
Through
to
Texas
smell
summers.
the guy next to them.
Yeah.
Like, if you get that hot, walk out, just spray your head off, cool down for a minute. You know,
Oh yeah. I didn't even think about that.
don't forget to bring a towel.
Should we get like little lockers?
forget your towels. What's that?
Little lockers like a chef's room.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
What size fucking opal coin has she got in that bastard? It looks expensive.
I think it was what size? I don't know.
It looks like almost 20.
It's like 50 mil. I think we got it from Coober Petey.
It's a
in
50 mil
Australia
coin?
a I'm kidding. 100% kidding.
Okay. I was like, I
Damn.
saw the little one on the end. There's a
It's
50 mil
actually-
coin in there.
I don't remember exactly how big it was. It might have been about a 20 mil.
It
coin.
looks like it's about 20
think
because
it
it's
was-
not like magnified on the end there. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can kind of tell the relative size.
Yeah, I encased it a few days ago with anticipating this competition. I was
Gotcha,
maybe
okay.
going to use it, and I just ended up doing other things, and I was like, go ahead
And Danny was like, "Fuck that," and nicked it.
She stole it and cleaned it up and stuck it on there.
What does she have in there?
In the tail end there, at the very, let me see,
No, like
where she's punted
in
at.
there,
Oh, I
like
don't
the
know.
main lens
So
of
she
the
did
marble.
something really interesting with this, bro. She took our frit that we've worked on
Oh.
and took a section. She vacked it all out. She did the whole process herself. She made the frit prep, vacked it, did the whole business,
Right.
and then made a core, and then sleeved the core, and then
Sweet.
slipped it inside of the frit,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then vacked everything down.
Interesting.
Wow.
And it was really, really cool to watch her go through that.
How interesting. That's cool.
That's how it's got that spiral twisty on the inside.
Right.
Because
Okay.
it was sleeved over that.
Gotcha.
And then the marble stand, the marble stand is the other half.
The
of
other
the
portion
marble.
of the frit
Yeah,
core,
so
yeah.
when you put them together, they're going to be a continuous vibe from the bottom to
Cool.
the top.
Damn. All right.
And you can see
All right.
See, that kind of tells you where the stands
Yeah.
can come into play.
Yeah.
It's like the pedestal that you put your piece on
Yeah.
does fucking count.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Well, there's thought and like consideration in how that's going to look and to like complete your theme.
Mhm.
So-
Yeah, I was asking him like how some people have done the stand, some people didn't do the stand, some people bought a stand. So I was just asking him like, what he thinks overall.
I mean, for me, I brought a stand.
Yeah.
My concept is make it look like a trophy,
Yo. Okay.
right? I want
Yeah.
to have a pretty stand, and then I'm going to make the marbles match as best as it can, right? So that when you look at the whole thing, you're like, well, that goes together. It's not.
And then you're like, watch this. It's
Yeah,
glass
it's like
marble.
it'll be obvious.
That's really cool.
so Smitty at this point definitely has everybody else who's competed on size.
Oh,
Really?
by a large margin.
Huh?
By
Yeah.
a
Like
consider-
by an inch.
Yeah.
Almost.
That's a beast of a marble.
He is gonna have some problems rounding that shit out though, but he's got the firepower to do it.
Yeah,
He
he's
does.
It's
got-
just once they get that big, and that's not pure white, so it's clear with white coated over it. So every little variant, even by like micromillimeter, is gonna make a difference in how that bastard rounds up, and then
Yeah.
wants to stay round too.
Absolutely.
And it's white's the one you really fear going into the fucking marber. Like there's Lotus is almost infallible, but if there's a bubble in there and it popped and you're or putting it to the marver, it's gonna pick up a little chunk of that graphite and it's
Does-
not going away.
Does white
like-
do that very often?
A lot of the old whites will do that, but any of those, the super gooey colors will be the ones that you want to worry about. And it's just because they don't have the density to cool down as fast.
There goes the chromium.
Oh, he's putting.
Yep, you're
chrome
right on the lippies.
outside,
It's
huh?
beautiful.
A
I've done this
lippy.
effect, but I made fucking Encomos like 9 to 10 times, and then dealt with clear versus the Trillium Blue on, rounding the bastard out. This is almost definitely the way, because all that white's gonna accept whatever colors he puts in.
Yeah.
The only thing you really got, I was talking to him earlier about it, is the only thing you really got to worry about doing, like actually taking that and raking it, is the tail end of the rake. There's
Yep.
always a divot, and that little fucker does not want to close. And it doesn't want to let you see it, but you could feel it in the marver parade, that
Well,
like something
but
on your
then-
tire.
I would say try the borax.
Yep. No, the borax. I'm a firm believer.
I mean,
it will solve
es-
every
es-
almost problem.
especially in that situation where you're like, that little divot is just giving you trouble. It doesn't
Soften
wanna-
that
it
bitch
doesn't
up
wanna
just in that one
comply.
little spot,
Yeah,
and then roll it again. Yeah.
And I'd even put like a ring around where you're having an issue, and then just go real hot.
Let it
Cook
accept the softener, and yeah.
Yeah, and take it all in. It'll work.
Oh, I've seen you do it numerous times.
Yeah.
Like I said, unfucking is this glassblower technical term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we need to make like a Glassmith dictionary for Glassmith University.
I think it's unfucculate.
Unfucculate, yes.
Unfuckulate.
I've always
Mine is the
says,
slang term. Please.
Borax makes boro more boro-y.
I like it.
I like that too.
Agreed.
I mean, you could argue that borax makes quartz more boro-y.
Oh my lord.
Are you still going? We got
Fuck
about
me,
an hour
they're only
10
20
left.
minutes in.
Yeah, only 20
I gave them all
minutes
way
left.
too much time, is what that means. So that means we just gotta be
I'm-
pickier
I'm-
bitches when
I'm
it comes to
probably
the judgment.
gonna need.
stuff.
I'm gonna need every minute of it myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Oh,
because my first one didn't work out the way I wanted it to,
Yeah.
I'm really gonna have to spend the time here to
Okay,
finish it out.
that makes me feel better at least.
Oh no, it's appropriate, and I know for certain that if Danny finishes up here soon,
Uh-huh.
she's gonna make another marble.
She's gonna make
Another
Another
marble.
one?
good. Let's do it.
Because you know how she is. She
Yeah,
won't
yeah.
stop.
No. Every little bit is going to be taken into consideration. Every little bit helps. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
As far as what I'm looking for, all of y'all are going to make badass pattern. I already know that's coming. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
That's the you can bring anything you want to kind of deal. Roundness is going to be a factor. 'Cause
Yeah.
when we put them, I'm going to put them on the little rotating doodle, and it's going to it's like putting it on a lathe.
Yeah. If
You can
it's
ask
not
Jeff. Every time I
round,
hand him a
it'll-
bubble, I'm like looking over his shoulder when he fucking puts the chucks down and gets it in. And that first spin, I'm either like, "Fuck, I'm sorry, dude," or I'm like, "Okay, I feel good
No.
today."
You're like, oh yeah, I did that shit. Yeah.
We know how to get past it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my coffee.
Yo. Yeah, pop your head in and tell Girly to use all that time, man.
Yeah, lots of people have been finishing early. Like last round, they finished with like 30
Yeah,
minutes.
but I can already see that that's not a perfect round.
Oh
And
yeah.
because they have this time, that is going to be a factor.
Oh yeah. True.
Now, I can be outvoted by the crowd on either phase. That's fair and fine to me. But there will be points, like,
Are you gonna give a description on the Instagram things?
sorry?
You gonna get in, Bill?
Oh, yeah.
You gonna give your
we'll
own
write
little
those up
description?
tomorrow when getting videos and all that stuff together.
All right, check it out, Billy. What you think? What you think about what's going on? We got the biggest marble over here by Smitty. Shit's fucking massive.
Oh, yeah. Smitty is a good inch on everybody that's in the kiln already.
So I think that's probably what wins.
Oh, really?
Size is
matters?
going to be a matter, but
I
also
don't-
roundness.
I don't like that it's all surface. Right, he's got a surface work marble.
True.
Baby dabs. The shit's already finished. I don't
Oh,
know.
well, she's going to use the time. Jeff's thought that she's going to use the time to make another marble, and that seems to be her forte. I'm going to judge. You're not done an hour early. Like, you owe me another
I
marble.
can't wait
in
till
that
it's my
case.
turn.
Really, bring it. Like,
Not for to make the marble, but to, like for the rules.
yeah. No, for real.
Yeah.
When is that turn? When's it? You guys?
I don't know.
If you are
I
not
don't
working
know.
up
But,
until
like, I
the last
watch all this
second,
shit, it's just like-
disqualified. Yeah.
It's just like the hate just comes out of me. I'm like, this is what's happening.
No, I'm not a fan of that either. Like, yeah, and I've finished early on some, and I knew that hurt me after the fact. Like that, you know what I mean? And doing the glass man standing competition has made me like, nope, we're going to use every fucking second, every fucking diddle. How much cool can we fit into this time frame? It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
But you go till the end, and I know, like, they finished 20 minutes earlier on the last round. That's not, I'm not going to, that, whatever. Y'all are that good, and sure. But at the same time, I'm going to consider that with 20 minutes, in 20 minutes, anybody could put at least 2 rows of dots and cook them in to give it a backing, this, that. There's always that addition that can't, I know for a fact that anybody can do that. Right?
Yeah.
So that is going to factor in. Like, but at the same time, the people are the ones that are going to determine this more than me. And I'm good with that. But I'm going to be a harsh motherfucker about my third of the vote because I can be outvoted.
You used to go to the Saba competitions.
Yeah, that's where the
We talked about
Marble
this,
Madness. Yeah. I
And
won
like-
the first one too.
Like how kit cans
Yep.
come with everything.
Oh,
fucking
I
prepped
came
out.
and
Yeah.
out-prepped everybody the first go-around, and Kit said, fuck that, and brought like this quadruple layers sleeved, every layer's fucking pattern, da-da-da-da-da, bunk of glass, and just rounded that bitch out. He like threw a couple of dots on the end to be cheeky, and was like,
Yeah, then he won like 3 in a row.
yeah, and I was okay with that. I was like, you took the throne from me, but you kept the throne. So,
I feel like at the
all right, I'm
time,
good.
I was way more into it. Like, I was like, okay, fucking A, he spent all this time ahead of time. I would never spend my time that way.
Right.
So what am I mad that somebody's spending their free time to do this thing? You know what I mean? Where I'm like, nah, I'll come the day of, spend it however long. But that's about all the time I would expend to it.
Right. No. Because bills got to be paid, and we got, you know. Some people can make the time, or they want to spend this, that, and the other. I know I've practiced for at least like 4, maybe 6 hours on every competition that y'all have thrown. Because I'm that way, though. Like, I am not going to go in without having practiced this, so that I know that how far I can push it, or what my full tilt line is on any project. You know?
And that's definitely what Smitty's doing.
Oh yeah,
With
no,
all these, it's like, how
it's
much
gonna
time do
take
I
him.
have? How close
He's
can I
about to
bring it
take
to the
all
top?
that, make these lines all the way up to the next one, and then he's gonna rake them both fucking ways is his plan. If he has time, I think he's got the time to do it.
Yeah.
And the torch. Jeez.
Yeah, massive.
That's another
fucking
factor.
torch.
Yeah, like, he's only that big because he can kick up that third stage when he goes to rounding. Because rounding that even on a Mirage is gonna take you easily a half hour more, just to get it hot enough for each pass. Like,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a fucking honker, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. I wonder if he has a stand.
I can't believe he's doing that on.
He does have a stand.
He
He
does?
brought this old practice from the last competition, his practice shot glass, and turned that into a marble
Oh,
stand.
that's right. Yeah.
And it all match up the same color combos.
Oh,
so.
cool.
Again, shout out Moltenora
Shout out
Yeah.
Moltenora, man.
heaters.
Yeah.
Is it black? It's black versus chromium on this pass, I think. That's what it looks like.
Billy, if you were in this competition, what would you do, man? What would you do?
Lose.
You would go big? I feel like you would go big.
I don't know, man.
It's like maybe a little wig wag.
Yeah, as big as I could. I got a couple little vortex techniques that I would try. I don't know. I like if I was gonna spend the time practicing like a multiple vortex marble.
Yeah.
So
Little
when you
poly
look
two
at it
fingers
from
on
each
there,
side,
yeah.
You can see it anyway.
Uh-huh.
Did you, when you were watching all those marble competitions, did you get into making marbles at all?
No.
No? You're just interested?
Yeah. Never. It was never something I was interested in.
Harold Cooney. If you don't know who Harold Cooney is, go look up Harold fucking Cooney.
Harold
and I
Cooney.
say it like Bill fucking Murray because he's a big fucking deal.
Okay.
Anyways, Harold Cooney came up to me one day and he goes, "Steve, why do you insist on making useless objects?" Referring to marbles. And then the Turp Slipper came out, and I went, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, a marble truly is, it has no utilitarian purpose. It is strictly an aesthetic object,
Yeah.
right? Unless you're, I mean, Armageddon goes down, which is a possibility these days, in my opinion. We'll be using it to, like, smash bugs and make paste and eat that shit.
Yeah.
So there can be a utilitarian purpose applied to it, but for the most part, it's just a pretty fucking useless thing.
Yeah. No, pretty. Very pretty. Come check out your marbles that are in those case over there. Some really dope ones.
Oh, yeah. Anybody who's listening, get ass down here. You can get you a ticket. I'm giving away a big, fancy, shiny, glowy, et cetera, one that's spinning in front of the case. Y'all can go enter, too. I don't mind.
Oh, I am.
I'm not going to call rabble.
I'm definitely going to enter. I'm going to win, too.
That's the fucking spirit right there.
I'm going to rig it.
It's like, no, that's not positive intentions. I'm just going to steal that shit.
Yeah. It's mine.
You got to pee on it for that, dude.
Oh, look, there he goes.
See, that's a good idea. Like, if you're gonna do multiple marbles, do like you could really run a series. Like if somebody did the planets, that could win a competition.
Ooh, yeah.
That would be dope.
Well, okay, you know who Mike Rahman is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember the Pipe Classic where Mike Rahman... Now, the Pipe Classic was like the OG mega competition, right? 16 artists invited. Over a 2-week period, everybody has... I believe it was 18 hours, start to finish, no fucking prep. Everything must be made on site, from scratch, et cetera, et cetera. Every artist in the history of the competition came in and focused on making one piece or a big fancy fucking piece. And these are all the greats, right? Like, and anyways, Mike Rahman, I believe he was like 25 at the time, came in and he made 12 different pieces, all the signature pieces of the biggest fucking artists. He, out of black, pure just China black tubing, right? One of the hardest things to fuck with on the ever. He made a Swiss perk. He made a Quave fucking recycler. He made a Snodgrass piece. He made all the big dogs all across it, and showed everyone that y'all are bitches. He made every one of their signature pieces in like a couple of hours is what that meant.
Oh,
that these guys claimed it for 50 hours plus, and they were perfect. They were so perfect that you could tell. And I'll find the picture and we'll bring it up on Tuesday.
And he won?
No. The crowd was the one that votes on that for the Pipe Classic. And so many people were like god-awful offended by how badass that motherfucker was that they couldn't take it. They were like, no, I think he came in second. But he came in and he showed everybody. Huh?
Can't bite to win.
But if you're biting fucking the whole, the
That's
tip
some
top 12
Kendrick
people in
energy
the
right
industry
there.
at the time
Some
and
Kendrick
showing
energy.
it that you can do it that
They
efficiently.
take everybody's style and do it
He's
better.
a different level than all of us. Like, he's a second gen, grew up getting glass in his fucking feet in a hot shop as a kid, 2 parents, both glass blowers.
Yes.
And I've seen him do some of the craziest shit imaginable with glass. So, anything is absolutely possible in that case.
Yeah, we were talking about generational glass blowers and why you haven't had Nava on the torch since she was like 4.
Shit, if I
Just
could
read
have
a
got her, I
prosody.
would have. He had no interest.
So you're starting to pull the color. That's really cool.
I think that personality type. Maybe it's just dust or something. The personality type that does what their parents do has like such a leg up in the world.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was like, nah, fuck that shit. My dad's like a badass electrician, fucking really understands like circuitry and all this shit. Is like a high school kid, I had just been like, oh dude, that's the shit. I'm into that type of creativity. I'm into that type of fucking work.
Yeah.
I'd be fucking balling. Instead, I'm like, I'm gonna make my own way.
Still balling though.
Yeah, we're trying.
So,
Not
Billy,
like
I want to know
being
what
an electrician.
rules you're going to put on the competition.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. What are something that you know that you're like fucking laying the law down on?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll
How do you
think
feel about
Wait.
prep? Do you think I gave him too much prep allowance? Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, I think that you can't make any of the whole thing where you are.
Okay, that's fair.
Right, like so then, but like then what is prep? So I wouldn't have let Chase with the Christmas tree.
No, because that
That's like
that
the whole-
broke
you made the
rules
whole
of that
fucking
one.
thing
You were
already.
allowed a bubble
You're-
that was
yeah.
patterned, and that was that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm into what we've been talking about in the Glassman Standing about here's their colors.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like this is a molten aura competition. Here's your molten aura. What's the dopest thing you can do with this molten aura? Now
I'm into that one for sure.
I
Just
also
give me any of their
really
glass.
like-
It's all great.
Really like go ahead and bring your prep basket, but let's spin the wheel.
I like it. Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
No,
So like
totally.
bring some prep, but what are you prepping for?
You don't know.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
all right, it's a blind competition.
Oh, I like that.
You can bring as much prep as you want, but you
Yeah.
don't know what the fuck you're making.
Yeah.
I
That's
love
cool.
that.
That's cool.
But again, I'm saying I like exploiting the rules. Like like Baby Dabs, it's frustrated me today.
Yeah.
Frustrated me in Glassman Standing.
Yeah.
And why? Like that's somebody seeing the game differently,
Totally.
seeing the way the rules work, and saying there ain't no fucking rules to this.
Fuck off.
I'm gonna do
No,
what
no.
I do.
That's it. And for her, I mean, I was the same with you. I was like, come on, bitch, make another one. No.
Yeah.
We ain't stopping.
Uh-huh.
You got 20 minutes, make some shit.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sitting here thinking like, unfortunately, this dude gave the advice, and then she won. Just making more little things. You know what I
no,
mean?
well,
Like,
that's very true.
you know what I mean? But I didn't see that like.
That's only
whole-
because I
that
wasn't a
pathway.
competitor that day, so I was trying to help anybody and
Oh,
everybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you saw that as help. I saw that as like, well, if I'm judging, I'm taking the worst thing, and that's what I'm judging on.
Absolutely. That's how that rolls. Is if you enter 3 items, you are going to be judged on the lesser of those 3 items, no matter how good those 2 are.
See, and then you think about it, would she have gotten disqualified if she had gone over on the last item
Yes.
of all
Yeah.
3?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Or that item would have been taken out.
If she
Nope.
didn't put it in the
See,
kiln, it
disqualified.
doesn't, well, it doesn't
I
make it to
would've-
the kiln, then it's not entered.
See, I-
but if
I
you
would
put it in
have
the
that
kiln and you went
argument.
over, then that's over.
I might still try to have that argument. You're like, what's it to
Sure.
you? I finished these 2.
Yeah.
So what I didn't finish last one, like the chain link is kind of the same thing, right? So like I get 25 links, and I'm like, oh fuck, I still got 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
Well, what if I start making more links?
Yep.
My 25s are done. Should I just make sure the torch is off, or is that chain already finished and I just pushed it to the fucking limit?
That's it. And that one, the chain link one
I'd argue, too.
specifically, is the only one that everybody will go and fight until the last second. Because
well, what if
every
you're still
second
working on your
counts on
fucking
that
link?
link.
Are you DQ'd if you're still working on your link, or do you just count the
No,
amount
if
of
you're not,
links?
if it's down,
They're DQ'd.
then it's down. I can be working on that last link and not make it to it as long as it's on the pad at the time,
torch
I
is
stop.
off.
And I'm not trying to put that link on there now.
Should we do a drop test?
For the
For the
chains.
chains?
We
Ooh,
yes.
that's how you make frit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I think that should be up to the judges.
Sure.
I bullied my way into like 3 wins against the judges. Just,
That's not true.
it's so true. I was
No,
like,
he's
yeah,
honest
that's
about
right.
it. That's how
Bullied
that
Joe.
works.
I
Yeah.
definitely bullied Joe. Yeah, I was like, dude, yeah, this is good. And then one of them like drop test now, and like my shit just shattered like into 10 pieces.
Well, and that's another part about that competition too. Is we can put it in the kiln for 5 minutes, but we haven't really given it enough time.
Yeah.
So it's make it good enough to just air dry that shit, and that can be another stipulation sometimes. Is you don't get to go back. You go to the pad.
Oh.
Did you make it right or did you not? Because Nicholson, Joey P, all the old schoolers will tell you that you should be able to, if you give it 15 minutes, no matter what it is in that hot box, at 1050, you should be able to pull that shit out, put it on top of the box, air dry that shit. If it breaks, you didn't make it right. That's the
just
ultimate
rough.
stress test.
I like the idea though too of like that no kiln. So like at the
Sure.
end, you're looking at 19 minutes, and you just gotta heat your graphite.
You got nothing.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You got a time for that?
again, back to the masochistic thing, the masochistic nature of all of us glass blowers. We choose to melt shit over a giant 3,000 degree fucking flame all fucking day and night and can't stop doing it. So we're just finding more creative ways to punish each other, which I think is fantastic, because if anything is gonna, well, pressure makes diamonds, right? It's cliche for a fucking reason, but still holds true.
It'd be cool if we could have the cutoff not in the room. So, like, we do this 20-minute challenge, but right at the 20 minutes, instead of us cutting the torch, or instead of them cutting the torch, the torch just cuts.
Yeah? No?
That'd be cool.
I've never had one where somebody went over. Like, even Steven, when we did the Chill'em, he just, like, cracked that shit and threw it in, and was laughing at it. And Steven was great, by the way. He was like, when everything was done, he went, "Can I fix my fucking piece now?"
I saw that.
I was like, "Yeah, bro, go ahead."
Hell yeah.
But it counted, too. It really, to me, that's the beauty of it, and that's what goes against our grain. Is glass blowers is we want to take that time, we want to finish it perfectly, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
But we're playing a game now. We're not blowing glass the way that our brains have been programmed to do so. We are taking those skills and that manipulation of glass and applying it to a game. And that's what's so much fun to me.
It'd be cool if we do this for a couple years and then Austin Glassblowers just start dominating champs. You know what I mean? Like, there's just all these Austin Glassblowers are like, fuck it, dog, that's easy. We do this shit every fucking week.
No, for real. They're bringing champs here, man. If they come back a few years in a row, then we'll just, just bring your fucking cameras on over, you know?
Yeah.
We'll take care of it. Just come on.
Yeah.
We should definitely do kind of bigger competitions as well, like as in size of the piece, you know. For glass man standing.
Yeah.
Oh, you're one of those motherfuckers who throws the recycler together in 20 minutes, aren't you?
I don't know about 20 minutes, but
45, sure.
A few hours.
How long? Yeah, for recycling.
I mean,
an hour.
After the how many years you put in to be able to do it at that point-ish.
A really simple one, probably like 4 or 5 hours, maybe.
Fuck that. I got one in an hour.
An hour?
Huh?
An hour if I can use a factory joint.
Sure.
I mean, it doesn't take that long to make a joint.
Think about it, you pull your one and do like a RBR style.
Okay. Like a two-piece like
maybe
that.
No Jesus seal, or if you do a Jesus seal, your shit's already written. Like it's like you're not putting.
Yeah,
it's
talking
only
to
two
Mike,
pieces
too.
you're making, and then the joint.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, probably a few hours, I guess, if I was really. I don't know.
We'll give you an hour.
All the designs that I make usually
Glassmith
take a
standing.
little bit longer.
If we get some of them Dallas boys up there and give them 90 minutes, there's a handful of them that will fucking crush a recycler and probably finish early.
I bet you Darren will do it.
Darren, Dirge, definitely. Those three, probably fucking Flex if he's not like opposed to handworking again, because he's great at that too. But those motherfuckers are fast.
Yeah.
That might be a fun one. Is you take a team of Austin and a team to Dallas, and one year you would do it here, one year we do it there, but we have a fucking.
You think it's like the welding teaching? Like somebody up there is just a good welder, and they fucking were just like, dog, just do it like this, and it's good.
A lot of it is rollers, to my knowledge, like making sure that that's just makes everything go easy peasy. You don't have to fight it when it's fucking perfectly on every point, and being able to adjust it. That's how I've seen them work, and it's just like, motherfucker, I literally just made a ball dotted, and you have 5 cans ready to fucking, oh Jesus. Yeah, it's impressive in my opinion. And I mean, I've seen some of the greats like come through the studio in the day, like Snick, Quave, these guys coming through building their shit. Never anything at that pace. And again, those Dallas boys, I'd put up the Pepsi challenge against anybody. I'd put up their Pepsi challenge against lathe workers.
Oh, wow.
And I'm betting you their shit's probably more on than the lathe worker.
Crazy.
I also got to see a lot of them, like I made this Chill'em, bro. So I got a lot of love for them because I've seen their careers launch and then grow up. And I used to buy from fucking Earl when he was making the big old chunky bottom recyclers that just flung shit every which way on the lathe, and you know.
Hell yeah.
Watching him blow glass is always a treat. He's very, very technical. Makes it look so easy, you know. But
I don't think I've ever seen him sweat. Like
right.
sweating something. I've seen him
the light
sweat,
screen
but
going?
that's just pure heat.
Yeah.
Never stress it.
Marble competition.
Excuse me for a minute, y'all. I'll be back.
Looks like we got an open spot now. They have
45 minutes.
45 minutes left. They get an hour and a half. They're allowed to bring as much prep as they want. So you don't like the second marble? I think second marble is like bad idea. Might as well just turn in the perfect one.
You should all go into one, right? Like all the effort should go into.
Yeah, though all the effort should go into the one. Unless there's a plan. Like it makes it worse that Jeff came up and said, well, if she's got time, she's going to run a second one. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, well, dog, so like, it's just like, that's the plan?
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. Like I'm saying, I'm looking at it, I'm hearing it as somebody who's analyzing it. I'm saying, well, I don't really like that. But on the other hand, shit, she just fucking swept.
True.
She didn't give up the torch as soon as she got on it.
It's like I just really didn't know how to judge it, man.
And she's on the torch and the fucking start the next one. What I'm saying, you're an impartial judge. You just judged what you wanted to judge. So it's just like, I'm just sitting here like, well, why'd you judge it that way? But in reality, that's how judging fucking works.
True. I just like the set. What's that, James?
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially for the prison shank one. Like the whole set was just, it was good. It was good.
And I also like the idea of, you know, her selling shanks, and you need the
Yeah,
extras, you know.
the backstory.
One might get, you know, taken,
Yeah,
confiscated. You know, you
confiscated.
gotta have multiple hidden. You know,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
set.
yeah.
I get it.
No, I saw it. I'm just like, fuck. I watched you spend the whole time fucking detailed toothbrush, got fucking little crosses in it.
Yeah.
Looking just like a prison toothbrush.
I definitely would have gone bigger next time.
You know what else you should have done is wasted the color.
Huh?
Like you got conservative with the color. Like that's what Kurt was like. Man, she used the whole stick.
Yeah.
You used just a few little pieces, like it was your own stick. You know what I mean? Make that
I'm
whole
used to using it
toothbrush-
like I use it.
Make the whole toothbrush out of fucking like a cadmium orange. You know what I mean? But that would, you know what I mean? Like, change it, like just the difference. And then the judges, you don't know them. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? Like I'm saying, I've been dealing with these guys for a little while. I fucking still don't know what they want.
You know what I want, man. I tell you every time. I give judges bias. Like if I tell you if you
Tell
make
what he's
this, I'll
looking
vote for you.
Yeah. Yeah, but that still doesn't guarantee a win. Because the other judges, like you just did what this motherfucker
Right.
said. Then I lost because I let him influence me one time. Did some
Nah,
shit I don't even know how to do.
Look, I just give the suggestion as long as you can do the suggestion well. That's all that matters. You just didn't execute my suggestion well.
But I felt I needed to do the suggestion because it was suggested. Like the judge is like, hey, you know, if you hit him stomach right now, I'm gonna count that as a point. Fucking swing for the stomach, you know. I'm like, damn, I only know how to hit the face.
Hey man, we got a lot more competitions, you know.
Yeah, we do.
Ryan's
no,
gonna
I'm
be in a
excited.
lot more
I don't
now.
want to win the first one. Come on.
Oh yeah. Just taking it easy, just feeling out the competition.
I'll tell you what though, you better practice some chains.
True. I need to get on that.
7 links in 20 minutes and 40
heard.
seconds.
I may just
heard.
have to take the L on that one. That sounds scary. 27.
Alright, look at this man's got the tequila. Have a seat, talk on the microphone.
Yeah, you wanna hop on?
Whatever.
Whatever you see. Okay. Take a look at Smitty's one.
Oh, that's insane.
It's really big. Look at his torch. Like actually look at his torch.
Wow.
Like in person, like behind the thing. I feel like the camera doesn't do it justice.
It literally looks like a microphone. Like,
You know how we have a foot pedal? It has 2 foot pedals
Wow.
because it has
Hey.
3 rings instead of 2.
Go big or go home. So what do y'all been talking about? Like, what's the vibe?
What did we just talk about with Billy?
I
Because so Danny Danny already finished her marble and her marble stand, so she's making another like small marble. But Billy doesn't like that. He thinks she should just like really perfect the one marble, and then like make that their submission.
I like the quantity though, like going for 2 instead of 1.
Yeah, I think it just depends on the judge.
Right.
I think it
It's like-
could work.
Yeah.
Like if the set is cohesive and like, you know, I think that could be a take. You know.
She should have made like a reverse pedestal, like almost like a crown for the marble, something to lay on top.
I don't know. I like the 2 marble idea. I'm excited to see the finished product.
Super thin stringers.
Yeah, she's really good at small works. Like she does a lot of small things.
Then I think the 2 marbles is a good choice then. I think that if that's like your niche and you're go in, like, might as well.
How would you judge it versus like Smitty's, which we made like a one super massive marble?
I don't know, because again, like if it's cohesive enough and they go together really well, like I think that can be a really good advantage.
And I think he also has a stand that's like a shot glass from the last competition.
Like he brought his own stand or he made it?
Well, like he made it, but
Okay.
yeah, you can bring anything as prep for this one.
Yeah, that is a huge marble.
Massive.
Most of them seem to be around the size of her first marble, which was like maybe like 2 inches or so in diameter. Smitty definitely has people beat, I think, as far as that goes. You know.
Sizing and everything. Yeah.
Billy did bring up a really great point, though, that it is just all surface work.
Yeah.
I liked how Baby Dabs has optics all the way through that piece. So that opal that we saw near the handle didn't have much optics to it, of course, but if you kind of saw it more from our perspective, you were able to see that other side of the opal coin from that big lens on the front.
Yeah.
I love it when those opals are magnified like that. It looks like she has another one in here.
Yeah, the way Jeff was describing it is like, seems pretty complicated. She did basically like sleeved and like triple sleeved or something with some frit in there too.
Wait, so why are we downing on the idea that there's 2 then?
Well, he was downing on it. I'm just saying there's mixed opinions here.
I just have to make a video.
Controversial.
Billy's wrong,
Crazy though.
as always.
Wow, look at that.
Maybe. We'll see.
I mean, she won Glassman standing with multiple pieces, so
True. Totally not salty.
yeah, she went against
Do we have
Ryan.
money on for next week's chain thing? Billy
Huh?
or Danny?
Yeah, Billy and Baby Dabs are gonna do a chain competition starting next, like the first Glassman standing round next on Tuesday.
I saw the product, but I didn't count how many chains there were. Like, I didn't know that was the...
Yeah, they both got 15. They tied last one.
So
That's
then
why
how
they're
did
gonna
y'all
rematch.
pick the winner?
No, they tied. They're gonna do a rematch next one.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
we rematch.
The other rematch. Much needed.
Rematch.
For all the marbles.
And you win too if you win this one, isn't what I'm saying to everybody.
Why not? I don't know. I like to lie. In my head, that makes sense.
If it never hurts anyone, I love it.
I don't know, my money's on Danny. Billy was talking about how we hated women before that. So now she got a fire.
Claire, you,
Like,
Claire, you
I
gotta,
really have
Claire,
to-
you, Claire, you gotta get on the mic if you're gonna talk.
Yeah, get on the mic, Clara.
I know, the sun's just right there.
You're just
I
like
hate
all
those
talking in the
headphones.
background.
I'm in the shade now.
There,
sure?
yours, you got it.
No, I'm like,
I thought I lost my glasses.
On top of your head.
My money's on Danny. She's going to win. Billy said, I hate women.
He did. He did say that.
So many
Now, why would
times.
you say that?
And so many variations.
True. He was speaking some crazy mess about women.
He's always speaking some crazy mess. Oh, Billy.
"35 minutes left."
Hell yeah. Smitty's just been cooking.
Yep.
Cooking that thing.
That's crazy.
Fargo, what would you do if you were doing a marble?
So I was kind of telling him that probably do some fume stuff. So I'd do like a 4 or 5 stack fumicello marble, and then like tilt it off axis a little bit and put a big divot in it and blow a bubble into that. Turn it into a hollow section. And then make another fumicello to put inside that and sleeve it, and then I'd probably back it with some color and maybe lens it.
You love fume work.
What's up?
I said you love fume work.
I do, yeah. It's a good time. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
It's really frustrating.
Oh, and it was like any prep that you could ever think of doing is what it sounded like
yeah.
when Indo explained it. Anything.
Right. I'm also not a huge marble maker. I do make them just kind of to practice the technique, but I really haven't made anything above 1.5 inches, really.
Okay.
I don't make, like, that's insane to me.
I know his arm hurts.
Yeah, it's tired as fuck.
I know that weight is gonna be crazy.
And to me, what's super impressive is that he's been able to control his heat away from his handle, which it looks like he's got like what, a 10 mil or
baby
8
dab.
mil, 9 mil, 8 mil, 9 mil, something like that handle.
That's crazy.
He's been able to keep it from warping and stuff, which I have a problem doing personally.
Now that you're in Austin, do you plan on doing any fun collabs?
Oh, tons, yeah. Yeah. I know Jeff and Danny, right?
Yeah.
Baby Dabs and Geoffmade invited me over, and I've been talking with Nancy and Dominic.
Yeah.
Maybe go down there once they're done with some customs. I'm working on an order myself, so I'll be back there. I'm just kind of distracted with everybody up here, I guess.
Yeah, man, the event day. Gotta come get some free dabs, free pancakes, free drinks,
Free coffee.
free
Was
coffee,
so
good too.
surprised
hot
this
cocoa,
morning.
shout out. We got our own barista, Krista Ross.
The best in Austin.
Yep.
Yup.
I want to hear what
Baby Dabs is going another marble.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one?
What is going?
Another one, Indo. Another one.
Danny's making a third.
Yes, sir.
Okay. She'll learn. The quantity is not always going to outweigh the quality. As far as, and I'm telling you that from my third of the judgment. Because,
Yep.
again, a third is online, let the crowd say their fucking piece, and a third is all day from Monday to Friday at any given Glassmith location. You can come in and make a vote in person. That's a third of it. So go cheat and go to every fucking Glassmith and vote 5 fucking, go 5 times to each Glassmith. That's fine too.
It's a free edible, right?
I don't know what
Yeah,
the
yeah, free
official
edible.
rule on that is, but please do. So yeah, no, it's not gonna, in this one, it's not gonna help. Because again, I'm judging, as a marble maker, the roundness is in as close to spherical as is possible is
Is a
going
key
to
factor.
count.
Yeah.
For fucking sure. Making that bastard round is one of the hardest things that you can fucking do in glass. It's so much weight. It's so many different colors moving at different fucking rates. And every time you touch it, what it technically does is it cools one spot cooler than the opposite side of it thereof and wants to tweak. There's every which way it can go fucking wrong.
Yeah.
But he's going to fucking pull this one off, and I bet you it's going to be round as it gets.
How do you test the roundness? You just kind of fondle it a little bit, or you just...
You just want me to say fondle the ball? But only uni nuts. That's my deal. You
You
have
do
to
them
have
both
lost
as-
one, and then I'll give you a tickle. Might touch your
Both at the
pickle
same
too.
time,
It's
or you
okay.
just
I'm
one
not
at a
that
time?
shy about whatever the fuck, you know? You got to watch out for my lady, though. She's very jealous.
Oh,
So,
oh.
I mean,
I'll steer clear,
I'm
I
easy.
promise.
She's not. So, I said easy, not cheap, by the way. So, speaking of expensive, that will be a very, very expensive looking marble to me.
Yeah.
Like the size, all the tech that's gone into it.
What do you estimate it?
Some
estimate it
people, the reason that I made this a crowdsourced thing more than anything is as a marble maker, I want to know what the people want.
at? Yeah.
I want to know what's fucking cool to you.
Sure.
Because what's cool to me is probably not that cool.
Yeah.
And, I don't claim to be a polar bear toenail at any fucking given point in time of the day at any real time. But to see, the people like Smitty's here is a fine example of pure surface work, right? Everything that's patterned, you can't see into it. There's no real depth going into it aside from the pattern itself. Most of the other competitors chose to have a big clear portion where you can see into it, and then more of the surface work is like a
Yeah.
backing to it.
Yeah.
That's what I really want to know as a guy that does surface work a lot is what do you want to see? Would you prefer the fume? Would you prefer the frit? Would you prefer this pattern, that pattern, et cetera, et cetera? And I just want to get motherfuckers to come and actually vote.
Yeah, hopefully you'll probably get a...
This vote
Good
does
sized
count,
votes.
I promise you. I know what you've been told and what you've experienced with voting in your lifetimes, and this vote is actually for and of the fucking people.
It will count.
Yeah.
promise.
And we'll have guillotines in the back too, so.
Getting some switch outs. Geoffmade coming back.
Hey guys,
How we doing, sir?
Thank you, Ryan,
I'm
for coming
well.
through.
It's time to take a dab.
And you're coming up next, huh?
Caitlin. Caitlin. Yes, nice to meet you.
One of our bright apprentices.
Oh, you're an apprentice. You're an apprentice. Excellent.
I'm learning.
Good deal.
Very slowly, but I'm getting there.
Well, this is a good place.
No, yeah.
There's
no,
a
exactly.
lot of talent in this room right now. It's cool.
Oh yeah, Billy's a great teacher. Same thing with Kurt. Kurt's a great teacher.
Yep.
So maybe a little better than Billy. I won't diss him like that though.
You probably learned a lot from her too. She's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I'm liking the 3 marble concept, but from what I'm hearing, it's not the best route to go.
Well, it is what it is. Volume can speak for something.
If they are 3 perfect marbles, then that's 3 perfect tins,
Right.
right?
Right.
But it's always, that's the deal is it better to be judged on one singular item, a grouping of items, or whatnot? But the deal is, you get judged on the lesser of any grouping.
Right.
So you could have 3 fucking tins, and then that 5 is really gonna hurt you.
What do you
Sure.
got?
Yeah.
What do you think about cohesiveness? Like how cohesive the pieces are.
Oh, cohesive. I got a bachelor's degree in fine art, so I'm going to be
Oh,
a
I
picky
know.
bastard about if you've got a stand, does it match, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
And I know all these guys personally. Like, they're all coming with heat, and of course it's going to match. And they all know me, so if they throw some UV shit in there, then it might not hurt. See, is that shit-eating grin from ear to ear? That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I already know
Because
that.
all these competitions, you got to appeal to the judge,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, sir.
So you missed it, but me and Billy went against each other on the Glassman standing one time, and they asked for a ring.
Yeah.
They asked the wrong dude for a ring,
Oh yeah.
right?
You Frank
And also,
Oceaned
I
it.
had never made a little pinky ring, and so I made a big cock ring. But he said that size would just barely fit him, so I went,
barely.
all right, there you go. It had big UV spikes on it, and what I like functional,
Yeah, I saw that one.
non-functionals. They're fun. Yeah.
They were so sick. I always love seeing what y'all make because it's also different. Like what you take from the like tasks that we give you.
Totally.
So
yeah.
nice.
I like interpreting the rules. Sorry. Go ahead.
That was fun.
Yeah, I think that chair is broken.
No, it's kind of entertaining.
Little roller coaster.
So you were asking me how I figure out if it's round. If you look at Smitty, what he's doing right now, I'm going to spin everything in every marble mold that I can find, and I'm going to figure out how unround it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it rolls, then it's a holy shit.
Right.
Yeah.
You are magical. But more than likely, there's no such thing. You know what Plato's perfect circle is?
Yeah.
It's not just the band. The concept of a perfect circle is when you see a circle,
Thank you.
you say that that's a fucking circle because your brain interprets it that way. But
Yeah.
by no means is this thing truly circular on a micron level, right?
Right.
So the same thing goes with spheres. It's really about how you hold it and present it,
Yeah.
Right.
too. I definitely gave too much time. I'm just kidding. Jeff's gonna use every minute, so.
Yeah, I've got a lot of shit to do.
That's the
You're gonna
goal.
pull it
Use
off.
every minute.
Well, I'd spent 8 hours on my piece to crack.
No.
So
Dang.
Damn.
I kind of wanted that one to work.
I know. I was gonna say that's heartbreak.
I was really anticipating that would work out and I could spend the hour and a half finish decorating it, but now I'm going to have to go in as fast and hard as I can to get it done.
Are you going in blind or do you have an idea?
I have I have a contingency plan. I have a second option in case. I did have a problem, and I'm glad I did.
Right.
So I'll use that
I should have said it in
and
millimeters.
decorate it.
Seems bigger.
It's at a situation to be decorated, and that's like where I left it. And then went on to the other piece and spent, like I said, the 8 or something hours on it, 8 or 9 hours. And came out this morning, looked at it, I was like, oh, it looks great, everything's great. I was in a great mood, and then I was like, no, something's not right. I walked back out and I looked at it, and I was like, there's a crack running through it.
Damn.
So it started off my day kind of in a bad way, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but we're gonna go up. Like you can only go up from
yeah,
there.
yeah, exactly. At least if you start at the bottom, the rest of the day should be good.
Yeah.
Good hopes, though.
Yeah, at least that's what we shoot for.
Do you think you're gonna use all the time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I likely will. I got to catch up. Because
It'll be good, though.
You know,
Yeah.
I've only got
You got a lot of time.
I've only got a couple hours into this one, as opposed to the like 8 hours. After.
Right.
So it's catch up time.
Right.
You know.
No, I feel like you'll do good though. You already got a plan. That's base one.
Yeah, I got to start with, you know, putting a couple accents on, and then it's going to go to encasing an opal, attaching that, and then
Nice.
doing some dots, rounding those, rounding the face, and getting it done. And before I start all that, I'll finish my marble stand, so I don't have to do that at the end.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. You already
And
got
I'm
a marble stand going, or what?
What's that?
You already got a marble stand going?
Yeah, it's in the kiln. I basically got it to more or less almost finished.
Okay.
I just have to. I need to correct the divot in the top so that it'll hold the marble better, and remove it from its handle. But
Dope.
that's a good 10 minute process. Depends. We're not in our studio. I don't have all the torches that I use all the time at my disposal. So it's make use of what you got.
You said you had one of those, one of the 3-ringed ones.
Yeah,
Magnums.
Yeah, that.
I have that big monster.
What's it called?
Delta Mag.
A Delta Mag.
Yeah.
Magnums. Like the condoms.
Yeah, it's a lot of torch.
Yeah, man, thing's a beast.
I think
My-
everybody should have a turn on one of those at one point.
I feel like my
Really, it's
my
like how
goatee
long
would
can
just.
you stand that third phase? It's just as purely endurance. How long can you cook without failing?
I was gonna say it feels like
That's just a
my
matter.
facial hair is just gonna get singed off.
That's just a matter of will. How much
You think
do
happened
you
to
want
my
to kill
eyebrows?
yourself today?
That's how it happened.
That's exactly it. I'm a fucking Neanderthal everywhere else. They just poof one day, Never came back.
Me too, man.
So I heard you said that you had a bachelor's in fine arts.
Yeah, I got a BFA at St. Edward's.
Oh, nice. I'm going for my bachelor right now for the fine arts.
Almost
St.
done.
Ed's? At St. Ed's or where?
No, I'm at UT.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah.
What's your medium?
I do a lot of drawing. I'm
Okay.
getting into painting. I hated it for a really long time, but now I think I'm coming around.
Are you more interested in sculpting in glass or drawing in glass? Because
Drawing.
both are very much okay.
Oh
so
yeah, I love drawing. That's my base.
you
And
make
so
friends
I'm
with
like-
this lady.
You need
yeah.
to,
She will
you
show
need
you
to hang
some
out
shit.
with her.
Like, yeah.
That's,
Yeah, I've been looking at her work, and this is insane. I love this.
Oh, you
Very
should
fine line detailed.
You should see what's not posted and what's not online for anybody
Right.
to see. Like, we have so much stuff that she may not be happy with, but it's very, very
gold.
cool on its own, and like it's great.
But how often are you perfectly happy with a piece of art that you made?
I was about to say
This
that's
is,
like
uh,
everything.
this
You
is-
come back a year later, and you're like, okay, maybe I see something there,
I
but
think
like,
I'm truly happy with it if it's sold.
exactly.
And then I don't have to worry about the flaws anymore
Right.
because that's all I see in anything I make necessarily. Yeah.
You sit there for so long staring at what you make that you can see everything.
Well, and I
Yeah.
feel like that's what makes a good artist too. Is we are obsessive about those stupid little details that nobody, even
Small.
other artists, don't even like blink about. you know?
Right.
Yeah.
It's so funny too when you're talking to someone and you're like, yeah, no, I'm just not liking this piece, and they're like, wait, that's like my favorite part.
Yeah, they love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
All the
So
time,
it's like
yeah.
the art. It's the artist conundrum. It's like, it's like you said. It's because we see all the flaws. We know where our flaws are, but just got to turn your brain off and think about other people who, like you said, our biggest flaw is probably their favorite part.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what I was telling him earlier. I was like, this one, the crowd, we will know what they want in a fucking marble. Whether they
Right.
like surface work or what they appreciate more
Yeah.
will tell in the toll, you know,
Yeah.
or the tally.
Feedback's always good. Always.
Criticism versus critique. Critique
Yes.
is criticism, but it's not supposed to be mean. It's just being real.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
let me tell you how to be better, or what I would do if I were in your shoes. And you can say "fuck you" as much as you want to,
Yeah.
but you need to hear it at some point. Or
Exactly.
else it's just gonna keep lingering. And if you just la or blinders it, man,
Yeah.
It doesn't really help.
Yeah,
I
and
want to
the-
know what's wrong with it more than I want to know what you love about it.
Right. Because even something I think is wrong is not something that someone else thinks wrong. And then they're like, this is where I see the problem. And I never even saw that.
Or they go straight to the flaw and see it as the most beautiful, random, and it's like, of course, I meant to do that.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
like, like,
You
yeah,
know
no,
how
it's great.
hard I worked to put that bubble there?
That's exactly it. I meant for you to see the worlds within the worlds within
Yeah,
that
yeah.
fucking flaw that I can't stop looking at.
Oh no, she dropped it.
Yeah. Indo was talking about
Marble
like
proofing.
art critique / Glassman standing.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh, I love an art
Kaylin
critique.
goes through those all the time.
All
That's
the time.
what y'all do. Is the judges in those? Is you're literally coming in, giving us a direct, like impromptu fucking critique.
Yeah.
And it's good that you rotate other people in too. Like,
Yeah.
I think that having that third judge means that somebody can be outvoted, so there's no discrepancies there. But yeah, it's getting that direct feedback immediately. Do I need to tell her? Yeah, okay. I got to tell her 15 minutes real quick. I'll be right back.
Yep.
I think I ate too many edibles. Too many edibles.
It's all right, Jeff. You're not up until, 30 minutes? You got.
Oh, that's perfect.
Easy.
I need to be calm.
You need that level of finesse.
Yeah, I just need to be chill the whole time.
Steady hands.
So I brought a bench.
Oh, nice.
Or a stool, because I don't like to stand. One of the things, especially if I'm doing dots, I need to isolate my elbows, right?
Yeah.
To keep my hands steady.
Right.
I've got a lot of metal parts and things in my arm. It's not really the best arm, so but it's the one I use. So,
Winter Soldier.
So I need to steady myself the best I can. I'll have to kind of figure out my setup in there before I get going. But I really don't like to freestand that much.
Yeah.
I do when I'm at the bench a lot more than at the lathe. At the lathe, I'm sitting 90% of the time.
Right.
And that's not just because I want to sit, but because I can have a better perspective on the bore of the work.
Yeah.
So I can, if it's spinning out of round or if it's untrue, I can see it and correct it. Whereas if you're standing over it, you get your perspective is off. You don't you don't see the wobble.
So
You
more
create a
eye
horizon
level.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically making it not on a boat.
Yeah. And it's like when you come over and watch her, I'll show you like literally getting glass to free flow and move around in free space, and then all of a sudden it's balanced and perfect. It's wild.
That's insane.
Like, this shit is incredible. Most people they take it for granted because it's all around them, but when you learn about how to use it, it's truly an incredible medium.
What is that one moment? To me, I call it a blip moment because I almost feel blip. Like the glass, it just went boom. And there's sometimes when you puff into a tube, make a hollow ball, it sings at you. It literally, just like you were doing a wine glass around, boom, it'll hum.
Yeah.
You can feel the vibration, and to me, that's it. Kind of hitting that blip moment. And like I was saying, it's this beautiful thing of feeling center.
You said feel the vibration, and that song got stuck in my head instantly.
I'm so sorry. I was more going for a Morty stepping into, you want to feel what fucking level is, motherfucker?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The true level. I love that.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, the
cool. She did
amount
an air
you can
trap.
do.
Is that an air trap? Yeah, I think it is.
I feel like she made a marble and a slurper set on top. Do you know what the plan was, or?
I don't know. I know that she just doesn't want to waste the time.
Good. That's counts. It really does.
Yeah, she respects that as a competitor.
Well, in Glass, man, it fucking crushed it for her.
You saw.
Keep making more, bitch. Keep making more.
Animal, dude.
You got 30 seconds. You can pull off something. Fucking go. Yeah.
No, she would have beat Billy if she hadn't dropped her chain.
She would have, yeah.
True. Well, if she had put that one link in the right spot, she double linked one, so it didn't count. Because I'm that asshole that went, do they have to be consecutive
No,
links?
they
They're
do,
like,
yeah.
oh, fuck you, yes, it has to be.
Yeah.
So I was just going to make me a big old fatty keychain.
Hey, we're getting the rematch.
Yeah,
Tuesday,
rematch
right?
on Tuesday.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited to see that. I'm like,
she hasn't, and they're both committed to practice.
Did she practice?
She hasn't yet. She's been working on it.
Just so you know, I mean, Billy hit 27 is what
he's claiming.
He's doing the numbers. That one is, I truly believe, I want that game so bad because I really believe it's just about math. You can spend 13 minutes making X amount of fucking rings, then you can spend 7 putting them together and maybe have a spare 2x3.
We might have to have a night of just chain
it's going down.
competition.
Yeah,
They're doing 2 weeks, they're doing
it's
a
coming.
20. competition.
Yeah,
whether
1E
it's quality or
competition.
quantity.
Uh-huh.
We need to just do a fucking everybody goes in 2 at a time. How many links can you make? Go.
Go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I agree. I think that'll be fun. I've got, of course, you see it, and then all of a sudden your brain's like, I think I have a devious plan about how I can do this.
Oh yes, that's the beauty of it.
And
This is why I was like, come do this.
Yeah.
The first round is like, oh fuck me, like you were literally anxiety ridden. I don't do this. This is really not what we.
I think
this
my
is everything
hands.
opposite.
I think my hands were shaking 2 inches up and down.
Everybody
when I'm trying
is,
to make it
right?
dry.
Yeah.
Put that one in the kiln in that 20 minutes. It's like everything clicks, and you're like, I did that as a glass blower. Now I'm gonna play the fucking game.
Yeah.
And so it's I should have done, or this, that, the other, and
Right.
yeah, or that's how I interpret. That's where it gets my brain going about it.
Yeah.
Also, how the fuck can we stretch their rules until they learn to qualify them correctly?
Yeah. I was
need
gonna say, what are the
contraries.
rules?
Huh?
Like,
The rules are what they make him. This
Yeah,
man
yeah.
is like fucking the great
Yeah.
and powerful Oz,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you will. Aww. Floating head, floating head.
Well, for the chain one, it just has to be on a single link, and then 20 minutes, all that
Yep.
you can put on a chain.
We've never defined.
Has
We
to-
never found one that had a cracked link either, though.
I
And
think
how
as
do you
long as
deal
it's
that?
linked
does
up,
that stop the chain, or does that break the chain and you just skip it because it's technically on there?
I think as long as it's not broken, it's not broken.
I'm right there with you.
You
I'm
know?
just being a dick about it. So.
Yeah. I think Ryan suggested drop test. He wanted to do drop test.
I don't
on the,
like that
on
at
the
all.
chains.
Not
I think he
on
was
chains.
joking,
That's
but
not cool, man.
that would be crazy.
That's
I think
not
for
cool.
spoons, a drop test would probably be a good deal. Like,
yeah.
I think the drop test on a chain is a very bad idea.
Yeah.
No, I think he was joking, but it
There
was
are
funny.
appropriate
Funny
times
idea.
to use the drop kick method, which is an official glass blowing method. Just so you know, drop kick, like you're fucking punting a rugby ball or whatnot, or a football.
Man, I'm gonna have to say this, even though I said it's a very bad idea. I do have a concept of how we could execute it. Okay,
You done?
cool,
All right.
good
We're
job.
gonna have the glass egg drop going on.
Yeah.
We can't hear you.
We
I have no clue what's
idea
coming out of your mouth.
What you're saying. All right, guys, I'm gonna go.
Go get your head right,
another
because
glass.
you're in the hot box now. Best of luck to you, sir.
Thanks, guys.
Fight with honor.
No, I don't think she is.
Think she's
No,
gonna.
I don't think so. It doesn't sound like it.
Think she's gonna call it.
Yeah. Uh-oh. What's Pierce doing in the box? Intimidation?
She's done? She's gonna do one more.
All right.
So Steven
make
just got
another one.
Baby Dabs gack in the game for a single more with
Yes.
8 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Steven just
At
said,
me?
nah, bitch, lean into it. Mr. Pierce, come and join us, please. No? Okay. But you did just poke your head in there and say, like, make another one, motherfucker.
No, I didn't. I thought that's what she was asking was how long it is.
Oh, I thought she was asking for a sandwich.
What is this stuff on?
If she had enough time to make it.
No, I get you. Excuse my caricature when this thing's in front of my face.
Yeah, I
But
walked
my
up to
eyes should
Billy
actually
earlier and I
be
was like,
brown.
man, Billy, you
So-
look sunburned.
Yeah, it's hot out there.
Yeah, he was just sitting there like sweating. I was like, Billy, you good?
Oh, and Danny busted out like the Viridium or it is chromium variant, but called Viridium.
Wow.
Super shiny, shiny new glass. Mr. Holden Golden, take up the fucking mic. Come on.
Yeah, come take a mic. Get everyone on here.
This is Holden Golden is joining us, y'all. You really got to speak into the mic.
Yeah, you
okay.
gotta talk up.
Oh yeah, the man's also like super profound audio
this-
engineer motherfucker
this is the mic?
too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be it.
Oh, really? You do audio engineering? That's dope.
So what's your opinion? There's mixed emotions about quantity versus singular quality. Baby Dabs is leaning into it, so I do applaud that. If you're gonna make a bundle, make as much of a fucking bundle as you can. But at the same time, conversely, you'll be judged on every item they're in, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, I mean, if someone came in and made like 50 little pearls in the time, that would be something.
I was telling them about Mike Rahman back in the day with the Pipe Classic, right? Motherfucker came in and crushed out like 12 major artist designs in an
Insane.
18-hour period,
Absolutely
all out
insane.
of black china, the shittiest, fucking shockiest shit you possibly could. And some people loved it. I personally applauded the fuck out of it
Yeah, I
because
was
he
gonna
showed that no, we're not in the same multiverse, bitch. Like, I am Marvel and you are DC, which means you are inferior with your Superman complex.
All right.
Schnicked, schnicked, etc., etc.
Blocked.
Okay.
No, we know where you stand on the superhero
Yeah.
spectrum now.
Oh, very much a comic book nerd.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Marvel all the way.
I'm surprised I haven't just killed over dead after Deadpool Wolverine, because
Oh,
that was
yeah?
like the epitome of everything that I ever needed in life.
I loved that. What I just rewatched it not too long ago.
Just
It
the
was really
opening
good.
scene.
It's so good.
Like, never fathomed that. Not even the deep, dark caverns of my fucking deep black soul could I have imagined nunchucking Wolverine's leg bones made of adamantium and killing motherfuckers while I jerk off that bone profusely.
Yeah. I
But
love the
applaud
Deadpool
that
series.
for
It's
fuck
pretty
sure.
good.
It's so.
Sorry.
Any thoughts on the Deadpool Wolverine? I know you know these things.
I mean, DC does suck. I'll say that.
All right.
I like it.
If I want to watch someone cry in the rain, I'll watch DC.
It's the emo animated. Yeah, I get it. She's got to be making a fucking dab set and then some.
Yeah.
I want to know the presentation on this one. It's going to need her input, in my opinion. Everybody else, I can put their shit on a stand, and we're good.
Yeah.
It might be like a stacking rocks out in the river at the Greenbelt kind of situation. Big ones on top, of course. That's why ooh-ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking about what if it had like a crown,
Just
you know?
talk shit. Well,
Like they have a pedestal.
please don't.
That would be
Yeah.
cute.
Like
like
little-
all these
some sort of
ideas.
toppers. It doesn't have to be a crown, but you know,
Something like that.
could be like a halo or a ring. I don't
Yeah.
know.
All right, she's working on 4 more minutes.
Looks like she's cooking the ball.
No, that's exactly what she's doing. That's a way to get things round-ish sometimes. I'm not personally a fan, but it definitely works. You're actually just spinning the little fucker and using its own centrifugal force versus the cooling of the walls to create something that spins correctly and therefore is round-ish.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's an interesting technique. I don't think I've seen it before.
Don't do it with your pearls until you know what you're doing, and you make sure that nothing is ever on the floor that's flammable, because a lot of people shoot a pearl across the fucking studio, and guess where it's going? Like right to your gas lines, inevitable. Like they seek and destroy. Especially your hand torch lines. Actually, that's not a big fish. That's real information.
Yeah, I
90%
haven't
of
worked
what I
with
say
the
is
hand torch
bullshit,
yet.
but that's real information.
She'll probably launch it here in a sec.
Sure what?
She'll probably launch it here. We'll see.
That is the thing, yeah. It's kind of the build-up too, right? Because
Yeah.
it's going. Now it's fucking
Spinning.
Like the actual airstream from the torch will like push that pearl around that circle. It's pretty fun.
That's interesting. I didn't
Or
know
you can
that.
just pull it here. Yeah.
You can also pick it up if you want. And, like hold
Yeah,
it closer.
true.
I was gonna say.
2 minutes. What's Smitty come back in to do?
Smitty came back and finished off his stand. Oh, he forgot about the stand. No, he just had enough time. He went and smoked a cigarette.
Gotta
Yeah.
fit it in.
No, Smitty is probably the most metal glass blower I know.
Yeah, ever.
D-Rex seems dark and grisly. Smitty actually is dark and grizzly.
Oh, damn.
And I love everything about it. He's really a teddy bear until you fuck with him and he bites your nose off.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. He's been known to do that a couple of times.
Oh.
Here and there.
Good to know.
Again, everything I say cannot be used in court. It is purely fictional.
Do not fact check.
No, good. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll end you and make it look like it's an accident. Figure out where you live and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole
Stop
nine
fucking
yards.
about, Tom. No. Just talking shit. I'm sorry.
Would you say I got to the very last minute
Yep.
of this competition?
Yep.
Yeah, go Smitty.
Did you forget about it, or
He
just
forgot
take a break?
about it. Say we get to the very last second of this competition, and we're like Danny, the marble is finished, but it's not in the box, it's finished marble. Like, but let's say time expires at that moment. You've got a finished marble in the holder that you want to let cool enough to go into the kiln.
It doesn't go into that, but it won't count against her in the time frame.
What was
If
1
it's
minute
finished
left?
in the kiln, then it's finished and it goes into the judgment. If you're still working,
No, I'm saying if you
I gotta check if they're done so I can stop the timer.
to the point where she can put it in the kiln.
oh,
Thank
it's
you.
gotta be in the box.
Gotta be in the box.
I mean,
No.
okay, like, not trying to be a dick.
No,
Just,
no, fair enough.
But if it's not in the box, then it can't disqualify it because she's already got that one. Just doesn't enter
Yeah,
into
just
the rest of
doesn't
them.
enter, yeah.
Sure, I'm okay with that.
Fair enough.
Like, I'll make that decision too. I think it's fair enough.
Turn your torque on.
Anybody else have a problem with that?
You get to make up the rules. You get to make up the rules.
Talk a bunch of shit into the microphone. I'm okay at it. But again, please don't hold it against me because it's trying to keep sound going. But no, I think it's a fair rule. Like, she was obviously diving into the quantity thing, but if she doesn't try to put it in the
Timer stopped.
too gooey to
We're
see
done.
before the time expires, she does not finish it. That just doesn't add into what she needs.
I think so, 'cause she's still got other ones to think of.
All right. That concludes round 3. We're gonna come back for round 4. It'll be Jmass and Geoffmade. So we'll start the stream back up then.